Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Cova, and welcome back to another episode of Transfer Gossip, Transfer News, whatever you want to call it. It is deadline day, and it's quite quiet. I'm not going to lie, it's not as big as what it usually is. Past few seasons have been monster January, transfer rumours, deals going on. This year, it's not that big. The main rumours are the good rumours, but not of what we've seen in the past. So, without further ado, we're going to start the video anyway. Make sure you do drop a like if you did, and obviously subscribe if you're new around here. Let's get into it. First off, we're starting with Ranocchia. He's been constantly linked with a move away from Inter Milan, mainly on loan. He's been constantly getting linked with a loan move away. And that has finally happened. And you know what the surprising club is? It's Hull City. I'm really shocked by this move. I think it's a great move by Hull City. Ranocchia, maybe not so much. He's just trying to get first-team football. Fair enough. But Hull City have signed an Italy international to beef up their defence. That's an incredible signing for me. I think, Hull let Livermore go, and I was like, wow, he can play centre mid or centre back, and you're letting him go. And he's one of their best players. Like, oh, God. And then they signed Ranocchia. That's fair enough. He's brought in someone who's actually half decent. I actually think Ranocchia is quite a good player. He's a bit prone to some mistakes, but aside from that, he's actually got some quality to him. I would never have said Ranocchia would go to Hull City on loan, but it's happened. Great deal for Hull City there. Next up is Jordan Much. Apparently he is going to Reading on loan. He's been spotted heading towards Reading, so it's an interesting one. It's only on loan. I actually quite rate Much, but I don't think he's a Prem standard player. I think one thing he will give you, he will work hard, and he will put every inch of effort into the pitch. He's strong, and he's actually quite quick. And I just don't think he's Prem standard, or maybe not, what Crystal Palace see anyway. His end product in terms of passing usually can be a bit off, but it will be a great signing for Reading on loan. I think that'll be a fantastic deal for them. Next up is Mohamedou Sakho. He's been getting linked to the move away from Liverpool for a long time, pretty much since he fell out with Klopp and hasn't been back into the team. Crystal Palace are eyeing a late move for the France international. He has been pictured in London, kind of confirming the potential deal going on. He's been pictured in London, signing autographs and stuff like that, and it is going ahead, apparently, Crystal Palace move. Liverpool are demanding £20 million, which I think Palace are willing to pay. It is more the wages would be a stumbling block, but obviously Sakho's down there to negotiate now, and it could see him permanently move away from Liverpool this transfer window. Next up is Van Aanholt. He is another Crystal Palace rumour. He has completed a move to Crystal Palace. It's kind of what I said yesterday in the transfer video. Sunderland signing Oviedo kind of meant that Van Aanholt was going, and that has, obviously now came out to be true. He is a Crystal Palace player. I believe that is a done deal. Kind of interesting one. It means that Schlupp must be playing as like a winger now, as opposed to the left back, which I think he may have been initially signed for. Speaking of Schlupp, apparently the reason why Carl Jenkinson didn't end up at Crystal Palace was the fact that he was only getting offered 30 grand a week, compared to Schlupp, who was getting £55,000 a week. So that's why he kind of turned out on that move. I think he felt a bit insulted at the fact that he was only going to get 30. Next up is Guardiola. If I can say that right, Guardiola, whatever you want to call him. Watford have agreed a £3 million deal with Hull. Hull City are going to be signing Guardiola, or whatever you call him, this transfer window. £3 million deal. I think it's a decent sign of Hull City. He's a strong midfielder, and he can score cracking goals, as we've seen against Arsenal in the Cup. Next up is Ashley Westwood. He's heading to Burnley for an initial loan deal with a future £5 million fee to happen. I think Westwood's a decent player. He's a player that will keep the ball moving, it keep hold of the ball. He will help your team obtain possession and keep hold of it. And I think it's a decent sign. I wouldn't say it's really quality, but I would say it's an okay squad player for Burnley to have. Next up is Biabiani. He's getting linked to the 6-month loan deal to Chelsea. They want him on loan. I'm not really sure why. They do have Hazard, Willian, Pedro as wingers. I don't think they even need another one. Even Moses can play as a winger. In fact, he is a winger. He's just playing it right back at the moment. I don't know why they want Biabiani, but they do, and they are trying him on a 6-month loan until the end of the season. Jay Rodriguez is next up. He's getting linked to a move away. He is getting linked to a move to West Brom. They're going to make a £10 million move for the Southampton striker. And as I'm making this video here, that has been rejected. The latest offer from West Brom has been rejected by Southampton. As far as I'm concerned, I don't think they want to sell. Marvin Emnes is next up. He has made a move to Blackburn. I think it's on loan again. He joins Blackburn on loan for the rest of the season. He was previously there, hence why he's got a Blackburn badge already. I think he is now going to be there till the end of the season. Scott Hogan looks like he's going to complete a transfer away from Brentford finally, but it's not to West Ham. It is to Aston Villa. I think it's an initial £9 million fee, which could rise depending on, if he scores goals, that type of thing. Gets Aston Villa get promoted. All that type of jargon will be added into his contract. His previous club, I can't remember who it was, but they will get £3 million of that fee. So it ends up with just £6 million for Brentford, and hoping that they get the add-ons at a later date. And finally, we end on Bruma. Sorry, not finally. Bruma, several Prem clubs are in talks over a summer move with Galatasaray ready to cash in on the young Portugal international. And finally, we end on Wagyu. He is set to make a move to Leicester. In fact, I think he's made a loan move with the option to buy. The promising player, and it looks like it could see like the end of Hoof/Morgan in the future. So there you go, guys. Our transfer deadline day. I may do another one tomorrow of the confirmed deals that go through. But other than that, guys, that is it for today. Make sure you do drop a like, and I shall see you in the next one.